Another day of for testing. Very hectic day, man. I lost too much today. Was right on the bias and everything, but I ended up losing way too much. I lost like $800 today. But guess what? We continue moving. Now let's go through the shit that happened and do the recap of the trade. So I was bullish, and right at the market open, like dropped, and after dropping right here, we created this inversion, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna enter, and I think my first entry was somewhere around here. Inside was like we retraced into this fair value gap, rejected it in this next candle, this drop right here. I entered somewhere around here, and my stop was somewhere around here. So like the entry consolidated, and later I traded my stop loss to here. Then I got stopped out right on this candle here. I think was it this candle or this one? Let me open the executions real quick. Let me switch to Trader8. Right, so yeah, end up losing $800. Now I'm like a few dollars to the maximum drawdown. Now I executed first on this inversion fair value gap here, and when we open the executions, we can see that I got topped out. I think it's somewhere around here. I don't know why it's delaying. Yeah, I was right. So here was my first entry at this candle here. Like we're rejecting fair value gap. There is this other block. There is this inversion. So I was pretty much confident the first entry was okay, even though like we started consolidating, which would have made me think twice about the entry. Now here we had like some relatively equal lows right here. So then I traded my stop. Like the moment we did this move here, I was like, okay, I'm gonna trade my stop. It's looking okay. Then trade my stop. It went real close, pushed higher, then came, hit my stop by a tick right there, and then pushed higher. So then when it was pushing, I was like, I checked the 2 minutes. I was like, okay, we're putting in some inversion here, which is right this one. So the lesson here is not take a trade at just any inversion just for the sake of taking a trade at an inversion, because that's wrong. And here that's what I did. That's a mistake. And then I ended up getting stopped out somewhere around here on this candle here. And the reason I was stopped out is not because my stop loss was here. My stop loss was here, but either way I would have got stopped out. It's because the max loss limit I had set for myself had been hit, so the account automatically closed itself. Like the lockdown, yeah. Like I can't take any more entries, I think, today. Actually, I didn't check it out, but I don't want to test it out. Well, so then later, after all that happened, the market put in like the last manipulation, pushed higher, then retraced. Like this could have been like could have been an entry on the ICT 2022 model. Like we put in another sweep, still in the 1 hour fair value gap. 1 hour, we're still in this 1 hour fair value gap, which I was pretty confident that we could reject this one right here, and then market end up pushing higher, which I was like thinking in my mind. So you can see that like we have swept liquidity, we had an SMT, we were in a POI, shifted structure, then traced into the gap. Look at how this candle closed nicely inside of the gap, which is a really good sign. And then I should have taken this trade, but guess what? I didn't. Like I closed the shares after those 2 losses, which I'm really grateful for, even though they were like big losses. But man, I'm grateful that I got enough courage to close the shares, even though better opportunities that I should have waited for patiently presented later. So lack of patience in this thing, I'm really pissed off at myself, and I think you can hear it in the tone. Well, I'm grateful that I got to cool off. Actually, like if I had done this review after the exact trade, I would have like crashed out. But yeah, whatever happens, this is another lesson forward. Whether I blow it, whether I make it, everything that will happen, it's another lesson towards greatness. And another thing that I did wrong today is like I went into the day expecting like, okay, this day I'm gonna risk this and I'm gonna make my mindset in the day was to try and make money, which screwed up my patience. Like I could have waited for a better entry and I didn't. considering that we were also on a no news Monday, so the mistakes kept piling up and up and up, but we move past that, and hopefully don't get to these mistakes again. So let's go to the journaling and write all of that. I feel like today was a long trading day, even though like I traded for how long, like from here to here, like, not even more than an hour, but everything was kind of too stretched up in my mind. But it is what it is. It's another lesson today, and it's not it's not something to make one give up or do anything dumb. It's to teach you how to behave and what to do. So I think this is GG's very on point, and hopefully we will recover and look at this as a lesson, not as just a setback, because the comeback is greater than the setback. So let's go right into the journal. So I was bullish since like the morning. You can view the notes that I had created. I was like feeling good and ready to see what the market could offer. Like there were no news at all, and I was waiting for the market to deliver higher. But another thing that was shows that the first few minutes will be low probability was that how should I say it? We had already taken out the target, the target for the day, which was, where is it? When I go down up on the 1 hour, this was the target for the day, this right here. But then it was hit at 8, which means like we didn't have any target, and we also had an SMT, but I didn't consider this because we also had an SMT at the low. So I was voting for bullish prices because I saw more and more confluence after confluence, like this SMT this week. Like it's very frustrating seeing that you can predict the market like candle by candle, but you still don't get to do anything. You still don't get to make money out of it. You still don't get to optimize your entries, which is I guess I'm learning it now. I'm learning it very well right now, and I'm grateful for that. So without any more delays, let's put in the notes real quick, and then on to the next as usual. There's no need of delaying on something. Like on to the next. No need to always come and cry about it. Like the trades I took all spent like most of their time in drawdown. Okay, expand all. Let's start with the first one here. So let me fill these out real quick and then we'll continue. Right now, so I've just filled it. Statistics, I'll give this like a 2 out of 5. This trade like reached 355 profit, but ended up closing at a loss. So why I took the trade was I was bullish, and I should have waited for an internal manipulation. External manipulation had been put in, but trading from internal range liquidity to external range liquidity would give you a better trade. So the good thing about this trade was like the entry was good, and it incorporated the fair value gap and order block reversal model that I'm still learning. It's still in the making, and the lesson is I should be patient and accept losses, because if I had accepted this loss, I would have waited for before I take the next trade. And when closing the trade, I was really pissed off when like it's because I had expectations of it delivering, and it led me into a spiral. Seeing me float from a good amount, then price absolutely dropping, took a toll on me. But to prevent it, please, I'm going to learn how to do pre-market meditation every single time, even though I end up like screwing it up. Like I think I'm gonna do it, but then I end up not doing that exact thing, and yet I know that it's the one that could help me. Now this entry was absolute bullshit here. I took this trade because I was convinced that the market would go higher, and nothing was really good about this thing. Like I even checked the 2-minute time frame and I ended up entering on the 2-minute time frame when I know my trades are not formed on the 2-minute time frame. So closing the trade, I was like, okay, I didn't know it was closed that early, but it was a good game, honestly. Straight of it, I closed them. I had set down a lockdown of $800, which is really, really great. It cuts your losses. I could have like blown the account potentially, but these days are really testing my patience. So to prevent these mistakes, once again, it's don't take a trade once unless your full list is checked. Like you do pre-market meditation however you can. Like it will put you in a calm zone instead of like FOMOing in on everything and thinking that you're missing out, which was the big mistake that I did today. And the lesson is I have to be patient. There's always a better opportunity, and you're not missing out. Trust me, there is always a better opportunity. Even if you make money, but you're doing a mistake of that FOMO, you'll eventually give it back. So I have to be disciplined and learn how to protect my capital. So that was the review of the trade. The playbook here. Okay, it should have been the inversion, but I don't know. Should I say like no playbook? Okay, we had the SMT and the closure bar conversion, but nothing else. Everything else was bullshit that I did here. So yeah, this trade can be marked as reviewed, and this one as well. So I think that is all for today's trade review. And yeah, we're back to unprofitable. You can see the profitable factor is really, really low. So yeah, we'll be dealing with it. And until next time, stay blessed. This is on the MFFER. When we do both of them, you can see that something is better actually. Let's remove this and see. You can see that the profit factor is below 1, so it's pretty screwed up. And so until next time, stay blessed. Peace.